Hey there pranksters, welcome back to another fun Nextraker video. And even though a lot of you guys are not attending school at the moment due to the coronavirus pandemic, you will eventually have to go back into class. So here are 15 simple methods that you guys can use to sneak your favorite snacks and candy into class using everyday school supplies without getting caught. But before we get to those, let's get to the giveaways first. And here are the like goals for this video. If this video gets 2,000 likes, I will give away a box of snacks. At 5,000 likes, the winner will get a drone, and at 12,000 likes, I will choose a winner from the comments, and that person will get a brand new Nintendo Switch. And to participate is very easy. All you have to do is like this video and leave a cool comment below telling me which of these life hacks was your favorite and why. One last thing pranksters, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Best of luck guys, now let's get this video going. Here I have some Oreos that I want to sneak into class, and the ideal way to do that is to get yourself a pencil box like this one. This is a common cheap $1 pencil box from Walmart, and yes, it is see-through on the sides. Inside, we are gonna have to have 2 crayon boxes. Take some crayons from one box and place them in the gaps between the 2 boxes. This will block anyone's view of the inside. Now we can create space for our Oreos. We can put them inside just like this, and you can see everything looks good, and you can't tell that the inside of this box actually has hidden food in there. Next up, it's time to sneak some nerds into class in a very clever way. For that, I will be using a glue stick, but it's not what you're thinking. We will not be using the compartment inside, we will leave that alone. We will instead use the bottom of the glue stick. Here I have a sandwich bag and I'm gonna pour some nerds inside. Not too much though, we only need a small pouch that will fit inside the bottom of the glue stick. Once you have it ready, tie it and it should be rather snug when you tuck it underneath. It may not look like a lot, but it's plenty of sugar to keep your stomach from growling early in the morning. If I took this box of Chips Ahoy cookies into class, my teacher would easily spot this if it was on top of my desk, and I could easily get confiscated, and I really don't want that. So what I'm gonna do here is completely open the box by undoing the flaps. With some tape I can restore the box, but this time it will be inside out. That's pretty much it guys, just label it anything you want to try to pass it off as a school supply box or something more appealing. You'll have easy access to your cookies during class. Right here guys, I have a sheet of construction paper, and on top I'm gonna put some leftover Halloween candy that I want to sneak into class. So all I do is roll the sheet of construction paper and trap the candy inside. A rubber band will hold everything in place, and a couple of crumbled pieces of paper will act as plugs to keep the candy inside. Keep this mini rolled up poster handy and reach in when your sweet tooth starts to act up. Check it out guys, here I have a box of 24 colored pencils, and what I like about this particular box is how it's set up. If we open it up, inside we find 2 rows of colored pencils, separated by a piece of cardboard. I also love the fact that the front of the box has an opening that shows the colored pencils inside, and that is perfect to avoid suspicion. So all we do is remove the back row from the box. In its place, we will be putting some pixie sticks in there. Fill it up all the way as much as you can. And that's pretty much it. You will have pixie sticks at your disposal to satisfy your sugar cravings next time you're in class. Now let's use a box of crayons to help us sneak some chips into class, and this particular box of crayons is actually quite large, and that's because it contains 64 crayons in there. As you can see, the inside is divided into 4 compartments. Well, I'm just gonna remove one of them as we need it to be empty. So get rid of all the crayons. Now we can start filling it up with some chips, and here I have some flaming hot fries, which are actually pretty good. So one by one keep adding them in there till you can't fit anymore. Here's the twist though, when you put this compartment back into the crayon box, we will put it upside down. And I know it might look a little bit weird, but that's okay, because while in class, when we get hungry, we can just open the crayon box from the bottom and pull out our chips. Honestly, I don't see this method ever backfiring, so try it out guys. I don't want you guys to think that you can only sneak solids into class. Actually, there's ways to sneak drinks into class as well. For example, while I was at the dollar store, I found this really cool zip-up case, and it looks like it was made to store some cans inside. On the outside, it already looks like a school supply, and it actually looks like it belongs in class, so it makes sense to put a can of Pepsi in there. You can crack it open and have it available to you while you're in class. When winter comes around, it's really cold outside, so it's very common for kids to put on their winter gloves, obviously to keep their hands warm. So if you're wearing gloves in class, it won't be a big issue. The best part is that you can actually tuck some candy inside your gloves and have them handy literally. When you get hungry during class, just reach in there. While in the school supplies section at the store, I found this really cool supplies box that I just had to get. What caught my attention was the fact that inside had plenty of room for supplies. For example, here you can see it's filled with crayons. But what stood out to me the most was the top. It had a small compartment when the lid was lifted, and of course we can make excellent use of that, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's fill it up with some Oreos. You can actually fill it up to 8, but comfortably 5 will do, and that's pretty much all you need to calm your hunger on a boring class day. See guys, you open up the whole thing and inside you will find crayons. But if you open up the secret compartment, you will have your snacks in there. A calculator can become very useful in class and not just to solve math equations. For example, this one right here. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's very important that it has a back cover that can slide in and out. So we will get started by undoing the screws on the back, one by one till we can pry it open. This one had 6 screws. Once you split the calculator in half, you really don't need the back, just the front, so I can slide it back on the cover. But the best part is that in between there's a big gap that I can use to sneak some pieces of candy into class. Here I have some Jolly Ranchers and Laffy Taffy. They fit in perfectly. The calculator will cover them up and no one will suspect anything fishy is going on here, but of course, when my sweet tooth starts to act up, I can easily get a hold of my candy. A good way to sneak some flat candy into class, such as Laffy Taffies or Jolly Ranchers, is to simply get yourself a watercolor case and tape a couple pieces of candy under it. Usually most of these cases have enough room for it. Keep it handy on your desk and no one will suspect you have candy underneath. You can easily undo the tape and have access to your candy. If you are one of those students who wears glasses to class, well then you are expected to have a case for them, right? Well, use that to sneak some gum into class. The way I do it isn't hard at all. As most cases come with some padding to protect the glasses, simply pull it out and make room for your gum inside. Now you'll have gum available to you during class. While I was at my local dollar store, I found this really cool storage box. It has 3 sliding compartments on the side, which are transparent, but that's okay, we can still work with those. Also on top, it has 3 more compartments. So let's begin to fill those in. I'll add some colored pencils on one, some colorful eraser caps, and the other one I'll just put in my crayons, just to make things look more casual. As far as the sliding compartments, we're gonna fix the transparent issue we have. We can do that by cutting out some strips from construction paper such as you see right here. I nailed it with my cuts as these are the right size. Now all I do is put them in and then they adjust to the round shape of each compartment. From outside you can't even see in there, which is how we want it. So the lowest compartment I will fill in with some Reese's Pieces. The middle one will contain some Mike and Ike, and the top compartment, that's where I'll add my M&Ms, and we are now done. You can keep this storage box on top of your desk during class and there's nothing to suspect. And the awesome part is that you can slide open your compartments whenever you're in need of some sugar. Just grab the candy that you're craving. Look at this cool looking pencil cup, guys. It's shaped as a soccer ball, and inside I really don't have pencils in there but rather colorful highlighters. I like the center because it's got a large enough opening for a big lollipop. So I'll just attach my lollipop onto a highlighter using some tape, and that's it. I can be enjoying this lollipop when my teacher isn't looking, but if I need to put it away fast, I'll just hide it inside the soccer ball shaped pencil cup. For those of you who own a clipboard like this one I have right here, did you know that you can use the actual clip as a secret compartment? Sure, it's not huge, but you can actually hide a piece of candy under the clip. Right now, you might not think that there's anything impressive about this, but you'll wish you had a piece of candy such as a Kit Kat hidden in there on one of those hungry days at school. So just stash one in there, you never know when it'll come in handy. There you guys have it, 15 clever ways that you guys can sneak your favorite snacks and candy into class using school supplies without getting caught by your teacher. These hacks will definitely come in handy when you guys go back to class. Now before I wrap up this video, I want to remind you guys about the giveaways I announced earlier. Once this video gets 2,000 likes, I will give away a box of snacks. At 5,000 likes, the winner will get a cool drone, and at 12,000 likes, I will give away a brand new Nintendo Switch. And to enter these giveaways, all you have to do is like this video and leave a cool comment below, and that is it. Best of luck, pranksters. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.